Okay, so in 2006 was the year where I joined Microsoft, or I was at Microsoft in 2006 as a CGM product manager, so consumer-generated products whereby users generate the content. Now, Microsoft has a very interesting business model whereby they try to come up with products and monetize from those products at an early age. What Google tries to do is come up with a quality product, and when people start using it, then slap ads on it. So the business model was very different. Danny Choo has always been a place for me to experiment, and one of the things that I found really strange was putting ads on my personal website. And I thought, who's going to click on ads on my website? Who's going to buy a product from my website? But being in the line of work that I'm in, which is the internet, I had to basically try stuff out. And what I found was that after a while, I started making money from my website, and I thought, oh, okay, there's money to be made, like monetizing from your blog. At first I thought, okay, it'd be really cool if I could pay for my mobile phone bill, which is about like $60 a month. And money started to come in, and then after a while I was able to buy a house with the extra money that was coming in. And I was also able to set up my own company last year without any venture capital or angel investment. So, monetization methods. So there's lots of monetization methods, but we're going to just touch on a few which I'm familiar with. So first up is contextual ads. So basically Google AdSense. So what this is basically ads which appear on your website based on keywords. Am I starting to sound English? Because when I'm around my English friends, I'm starting to talk like this one. But I can carry on talking like this one also can. So excuse me, let me just change my mode. Okay. So please continue. AdSense. Okay. So you have no control of what ads appear here. Basically, Google, they send, I forgot the name of the search bot, but it's kind of like a robot which comes to your website, it looks at the keywords and decides for you what ads should appear. Now, for Google, they want people to click on the ads so they can get money from people who are paying for these ads. But they can't just have anything up there. So basically, these ads are geared towards keywords here. Now the key point here is you can see the name of this post is Tokyo Property Purchase. So it writes about buying property in Tokyo. Now the ads, I don't know if you can see them from where you are, but we can see monthly apartment Tokyo, rooms for rent in Tokyo, house hunting made easy in Tokyo. So basically what I've done was structure the page in a way so that I can get ads, relevant ads to show up on this page. And the easiest way to do this is to make sure the title of your post is in a H1 tag. A H1 tag. So most blog templates, they already have your detail page so that it has a H1 tag. But if it doesn't, go home, have a look at your source code, and make sure that your title is an H1 tag. So when that happens, you're going to see that more relevant ads will appear on your pages, just like that one over here. Another thing I'm going to talk about, and which makes the most money, is something called affiliating. So Amazon has something called Amazon Affiliates. So basically what this is, you put products on your website, and people buy those products, and Amazon give you some money. So here's an example. So Amazon have a way of putting products on your website so that the presentation of the products look like your website. But this is for folks who can do a little bit of programming. But if you can't, you can use something called Amazon A Store. So get yourself along to amazon.com/associates, and you can sign up for an Amazon account. So a store like this, you can build very easily. You need no technical background at all. And basically, if someone clicks on any of these products and makes a purchase, Amazon will thank you and give you some money. So let me just give you some motivational example. So the blue thingy over there is how much money I made for Amazon in just a few weeks, which is $280,000. And Amazon thanked me by giving me $18,000, and that's just in a few weeks. So basically, go home, Amazon associates, and start putting products on your webpage. And so choose products which you're like passionate about. Like if you're blogging about like Animax, animes, choose products like characters which appear in those animes and stick it next to your blog post. So another method of monetization is paid placements. So stuff like this, also known as ad inventory. So I started off with my ads being, I think they were like $10 a month or something. Because I had like no experience like selling ads, but like as with most things in life, you only know when you start like trying stuff out. So like today, after like speaking to other people, speaking to advertisers, etc., I've learned the market price for like ad placements. So if you want to know how much I charge for these, basically, I'm not going to mention it over here. Go to my website, and there's a link over here. So if you click on that, you can basically see how much I charge, and that will give you an idea of how much you want to charge for ads on your website as well. This is another example of ad inventory for Mega Tokyo, and they have a banner at the top of it there. Merchandising is another form of monetization. So if you have like a mascot or you have a particular following, you may want to have your own merchandise, which will help you make money as well. Okay, 2007. I had just left Microsoft. I set up my own company, and again, those affiliate savings have helped me a lot. I started to implement. So it's basically building up the business through contacts. I launched a feature on my website called Kuchi Blurbs, which is microblogging, and I enabled users to start uploading videos to my website. So basically, the blog was really starting to evolve and get users much more involved. So. Let's have a look. When was this? I think this was in 2007. I decided I wanted to have my own cute mascots. So here we have Mirai Tsunaga, and she is done by the artist Azami Yuko. So this was influenced by Tsunaga blog. So they have their own mascot, moyo.com, and of course Tripe Man. Okay, so it looks like lots of you know of Tripe Man, very famous. So yeah, totally, I just had to have my own character after Tripe Man. Okay, 2008 January, I changed the header to a 6-pack. What I found was that users are very, very visual. So, like for example, like most people went for the idol thumbnail. But then I changed it afterwards for reasons which I'll talk about. So I'm not too sure if you really need to, I'm guessing that most people you already know about aggregators. So if you have an anime blog, for example, you can register on like Anime Nano or Antenna Anime Blogger, which will like drive lots of traffic to your website. And we also have Otaku FM, which I built and launched, I think it was like early this year. And basically what Otaku FM does, it tries to identify like images in your post and make a thumbnail from it. So this is from a chap called Gordinator, and basically it tries to thumbnail images from his post, so you can see an archive of all his previous posts. So yeah, using aggregators to like drive traffic to your website also helps quite a bit. Okay, 2008 April, the website was really starting to evolve with lots of consumer-generated features. I started to have problems with content organization because there's like just so much on the website. Like new users, especially, they came along and they were like really confused. So I started to like constantly observe user behavior, which brings me to usability. So usability is a wide subject. So I'm going to talk about discoverability, conversion, and landing page optimization. So discoverability is basically enabling users to like easily discover your content. So we're going to learn an internet term here called above the fold. So basically, the area above the fold is, well, it's basically that area over there, basically. And that's where most of the clicking goes on. So it may sound really obvious, but when you look at some eye tracking studies, you can see that all the clicks go on at the top half of the page. So it's really important to have your meat, beef, pork, chicken at the top of the fold. Excuse me. Discoverability. I've learned that if you have something on your blog which enables users to like discover past content, for example, like stuff which is like being currently read or like random posts, they also drive lots of page views, and especially new users, right? They come along, they don't know what you've written in the past, but they can like discover old content through widgets like this. One thing I found which generates lots of page views and lots of interest is the, I didn't name it here, it's actually the this time last year. So basically what I do is take a post from this time last year, which is an interesting post, and I used to have a feature which like automatically resurfaces it, but the easiest thing to do is basically you just change the date. And you change it for like a day, it'll like generate lots of page views. And then after a day, I change it back to the original date, and so it like disappears from your top page. And my users, like a large percentage, has been a reader for like 6 months or so. So they haven't like seen posts from a year ago. So stuff like this will generate lots of page views and enables users to discover content. Conversion. So conversion, in many different meanings, has many different meanings. So we have a cute user over here who's basically arrived at your website. So conversion in blogging means to have a person, to have this really cute user register your RSS feed, or bookmark your web page, or basically remember the URL of your site. So once they've done that, you've converted the user. So you've converted this new cute user who's come to your website, and they are now an incremental user. So things to remember is that you only have like 2 to 3 seconds to convert a new user. They're going to have a look at your web page and decide, okay, this is like really cool, or close the browser or go away. I've discovered that there's low conversion through search engines, because people searching through search engines, they're usually after a piece of information which they just like want, and then they will leave. So I've discovered that conversion is very high when people are coming through similar websites. So for example, if there's another Japan website, if they send users over to my website, those users are more likely to be converted. So again, working with people is really